Adam, you think you're set?
Yeah, I just did my computer, so it doesn't shut off the
Everything
red
looks
light.
good. Okay, good. That's awesome. We love that. All right, Coda, you're good. Is it better with? But I'm close to my mic now, like this, or change it.
Oh my!
We're gonna go back to far away.
Uh,
All right,
Get right
boys.
up in
All right,
there.
boys. All right,
ASMR
boys.
stream today.
All right, boys. Coda, take 3, 2.
It's me. We're live.
We are live.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of the Tick Pod and Arc Raiders podcast. I am joined, as always, right above me by my lovely, beautiful, most handsomest, good, friendly buddy, DJ Oros. And
Wait
with
for it,
us today,
everybody.
we have a very special guest. Every time we have somebody on that's gonna stay with us the whole episode, we're gonna call it the friendly pod. So this is friendly pod number 2. Dave, what episode is this for us? Is this
This
7?
this is episode 7.5 if we count the our little after dark chat before reset. But
Okay, that's good. 7's a very strong number.
moving along.
All right, well, welcome everybody. We're just gonna bring him in right away. So let me nail off this A Miller intro.
Oh, I love
Look
it.
at that! Look at that mustache. It's
Oh,
firm
yeah.
and strong. All
Just
right.
for you guys.
Along with us today on the Tick Pod, thank you, buddy. That's very nice of you. Is a man who can only be described with one word and one word only. Yalla. He's both the kindest man in real life and the kindest man topside, a feat beholden only to those of true, unadulterated moral character. Adam started his gaming journey as a young lad with Tonka Trucks, Age of Empires, Roller Coaster Tycoon, and The Sims. From there, he dove headfirst into full-day sessions on RuneScape, Night Online, and World of Warcraft. A core memory from these early days is being gifted GTA Vice City, incredible game, shout out GTA Vice City, and the accompanying strategy guide. He would play through the missions with his mother, which just goes to show not all moms are built the same. That's immaculate.
True.
Present day,
True.
this man is an absolute unit on the racetrack. From the ground up, he's built himself a truly impressive and immersive sim rig, packed full of both top-tier peripherals and MacGyvered components. We'll get into his ARC career here shortly, but without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to the legend, Adam Miller, aka Alfred Cruz. What's up, buddy?
Adam,
What's up,
welcome,
Joe?
buddy.
What's
Let's
going
go.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me on the pod.
Thanks for being on, dude.
Happy to have you,
What an
buddy.
intro that was. That was a
Hey.
great intro.
Hell yeah. Hey, tell the
Yeah,
people about
brother.
your sim racing rig, because you and I have done some sim racing together. We both kind of got into the hobby around the same time, but you've stuck with it a lot more than me. I got my PC and I've been stuck back on FPSs. So, what'd you just get today? You were just telling me a little bit earlier about something just pulled up at the house.
Yeah, so I got some new pedals for my sim rig. Actually, there's load cell pedals, so they're a little different than other pedals. They have different types of springs and canisters that work with the pedal to make it feel more like a real race car when you race.
Have you
So-
put them to use yet? Can you feel it immediately?
I have. It's a completely different feel than the other pedals that I had. Like it used to be going like if this is the pedal, it would travel that far, but now it goes like that far. So it
Oh,
feels
wow.
more realistic to a real car.
Gotcha. That you feel like you have more control with that then?
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, they're still new, so I'm still working them in, getting the kinks worked out on them. But as with everything, there's a lot of tinkering that you have to do.
Very true, very true. Speaking of new, I just got myself a new mouse today, and I've been through the roof excited
Oh
about
yeah,
that.
what
so.
kind of mouse did you get?
For my mouse nerds, I got a let's pull up the box here.
Oh,
I got
fancy.
the Fonrier
Ooh.
ASIM 8K. I don't know if we can see that. There we go. I'm a fingertip
cool box.
gripper, so I use like little mice. It's like 27 grams or something ridiculous. It's super light, but it just it's a little wider, so it fits my hand a lot better, and I have less tension in my pinky, which is where I've been feeling.
Now that's wired,
pain.
right? That's a plug-in kind of mouse. It's not...
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like general consensus in the community, in the mouse and key community, is like always have a wired keyboard, but wireless mice are kind of the norm or the standard nowadays for sure. Some people still play wired in, but like everybody or majority play wired in keyboard, and then majority play wireless mice.
You and I have just had like a history of talking about wired or unwired things, so I find that interesting. I like it. It's good. It's news to me, but all right,
Yeah.
there we go.
Yep. So I've been really excited about that today. I'm looking for like my end game mouse, and I think I might have found it. I'll check back in a couple weeks.
I will say that his shots have been great all day. So it's looking good.
Thank
It's looking good so far, everybody. Looking good.
We had a couple good come ups today for sure. That was nice. All right. Well, yeah, today on the pod, we will be covering some very important topics, a couple of which have popped up over the course of the last month, and a couple of which are within this week. We want to get into player attention in game growth. A couple really cool figures dropped yesterday or 2 days ago, which is really exciting for our creators. We'll get into that. Game optimization and ease of playing. We tapped on this, I think, like episode 3 or 4, but we're going to double back to this. We're going to do a full discussion on aggression-based matchmaking because that has just been confirmed by Patrick Sunderland, the CEO of Embark. We will do a little expedition talk, and then right here immediately we're going to get into streamers and cheating and the state of what we had talked about in episode 2 and what we were hoping they would nip in the bud. So yeah, man. But before we do all of that, how was everybody's weeks? What did we do? Any new exciting things in the new year? I guess this is the first like official New Year's pod. Young
True.
David?
That's true. We had our buddy on last week, Tapito. I went over to his house for New Year's Eve, where his wife threw a Stranger Things finale party. It was absolutely incredible. She decorated the whole house. If you watch the show, it was very true to everything Stranger Things, and it was awesome. She made pizzas in the shapes of Demogorgons. She made chocolate covered strawberries in the shapes of Demogorgons. It was wild. It was a blast. I know, it's absolutely incredible. We had a blast with that. It was pouring down, dumping snow that night. We trekked about 40 minutes away. It's more than 200 meters away to get to his house, and it was worth it because the party was excellent. We hung out. We watched the ball drop. It was just all around good. We had a blast. Totally worth it. Would recommend 10 out of 10. So we got to do that. In the new year, I also had a new purchase. I've been slowly building a PC, and I finally got the graphics card for that. It was supposed to be here yesterday, and I was all excited to be showing it on cam, but not so much. It's still not here today, so I'll yell at Best Buy sooner or later here, but when that comes, I'll be excited about it. So,
was it really slow build though?
It was pretty fast. It was pretty fast. It came
together pretty quickly.
It did.
It was
the
a
GPU
slow
took the
build.
longest.
It was a
Okay,
slow
7
build.
podcasts worth of time it came together.
It's pretty true. I have 2 follow-up questions, Dave.
Yes.
Number 1, without giving us a financial value, how many mortgage payments did the GPU cost?
2.
Good answer. And also with Jess's party, did you guys dress up for that too, or was it just like thematic?
No, it wasn't dress up style. If we had maybe a little bit more time, we could have. But again, just the decorations and everything around it, and I'll make sure I share some photos with everybody. It was absolutely incredible, and so going back to it, she made these strawberries that looked like Demogorgons, and I also tried to make strawberries that looked like Demogorgons, and we got to the house and we saw, and I was like, I didn't have the right tools. I didn't have the equipment. It was the wrong. It wasn't fair. On our socials, I'll make sure one of the things that we post are the Jess's Demogorgons versus my Demogorgons. And actually, real quick, going to since we're talking about Tapito, our good friend and our guest on last week, does anybody need to take a pee break before we get any further? Are we good? I just want to make sure that everybody's okay. All right, we're good?
I'm good. Yeah, for
Awesome,
sure.
awesome.
I'll be drinking water through the course of the pod, but I'm all right for now. Damage Out in the chat, what's up, D, has asked, what GPU did you land on?
So I went with the Asus 5090. So, yeah.
It's just a full send.
Yeah. But I'll be using controller, and I'm going to be playing on a 1996 monitor because I can't afford a monitor after this one.
Okay, but I mean, fair enough. Your GPU, I just so everybody knows, I'm on a really nice PC setup, like a very decent PC setup, and Dave's GPU is like $500 more than my entire computer. So this man's about to have the rig of all rigs.
And we're gonna podcast like crazy out of it. Okay.
That we are. That we are. All right. How about we just get right into it? Let's go. Let's go with the less positive stuff out the gates today.
Okay.
Perfect.
I just as a preface, I love Twitch. I watch a lot of Twitch. I know I've mentioned it on the stream before or on our pod. But Twitch is one of my favorite things to do when I'm just trying to decompress. I like to watch streamers who play PvE style, PvP style, everything in between. But I do definitely have a thing for watching the bigger streamers. So I'm usually like full watching people who have, like 4K to, up to 30K plus viewers. And it has been a particularly tough couple weeks to watch, just to name drop a few, like Turner's Back Tifu is streaming again. Brent Peanut, obviously, Cloaksy, Nick Merckx, Tim the Tatman. It has just been a cheater fest for them. And as a viewer, like something in this game that's typically like so nice is how organic the raids play out. Sometimes you don't run into a ton of engagement, and then when you do, it can just snowball. But when it feels organic, that's when I think the best clips come from the streams, and the most engagement happens in chat, yada yada. But they have just been dealing. I mean, probably no exaggeration. Every game, if not every other game, they are at least accusing somebody of cheating, or when they check their Steam profile, it's a new profile, level 0, level 1, whatever, multiple bans on record, which is really unfortunate. I want to be clear that I don't think, and you guys feel free to hop in here, but I don't think we deal with that very often. I would say I'm definitely playing against or up close to where they're playing, and I still don't experience a ton of cheating, which is really nice. So I think Embark has done a great job of curbing this, like for the general
What kind
player
of
base.
cheating are they experiencing?
Aimbot,
I don't necessarily
yeah,
know.
yeah, sure. Good question. Good question. Aimbot, wall hacks.
Okay.
Yeah, just the standard stuff that you see across numerous games. But it really does put a dent, especially in an extraction shooter where there's like more on the line. Say you're playing like Call of Duty or Apex, right? You die, go back to the lobby. It's not like you're losing loot. You just requeue. If anything, you're losing like RP in your ranked grind. But it definitely feels like a little bit worse when you're losing, numerous amounts of guns and a bunch of really good loot to that. So, have you guys experienced any of this on your own front? And B, how do you feel as a viewer? Like, do you guys tap in and watch any of these people play, or where do we stand on all that?
I'm gonna jump in. I every time I get killed, I'm pretty sure they're cheating. So I think that's exactly what's going on there. Oh no, we lost
Oh.
somebody here.
Frozen camera?
Frozen camera. Well, we lost two. Maybe just maybe a special Adam. Give me a second. We'll bring him back. Keep him here for a second. Okay, you're
Looks
still
like
with me,
I'm
Coda?
gone, too. I am, but I don't see my video on.
Let me see if I can pull you real quick. Close all these out.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I lost electricity.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
no.
All right, we're back. Oh, look at him though. We're back. All right, we love it. Look at us go.
Oh, the
Just
phone.
like
He
that.
pulled out
Look
the
at that.
phone. Brilliant.
I mean, the quality is
I'm on my cell
incredible.
phone.
Quality's
That was
great.
so quick, Adam.
was-
That was
All right,
so
let's
quick.
go.
That was good. Good job, team. You love to see it. Where were we? We were talking about cheaters, and then Adam turned all in his wall hacks.
Yeah.
Convenient time in there, bud.
Yeah, real weird. Embark was like, we know he's been cheating. Kill his power.
Yeah, right.
I personally haven't encountered any cheating that I could actually call out to say cheating. I'm sure it's happened. I've been shot from crazy spots before, but I also just give everybody credit that they're probably better at the game than I am. So I haven't seen it on that front. But what I do like is, and I know we're going to get into it, is that the streamers that are getting it, and it's been happening to them, that they are bringing it to the attention, and hopefully there's some fix for that. Because a lot of the time you get streamers like directing the game in a negative way, like just based off of how they want the game to be, to move forward. And it feels like if they're just trying to fix the cheating problem, I think that's great. I love it. I just don't want it to turn into, oh, the streamers have all the power in the game and they decide the direction of how things happen. Obviously, cheating's a big thing. We would love to get that cut out of the game, but and I know they have the platform, which most of us do not.
I personally haven't experienced any cheating at all either, but I don't like it that you have to cheat to win in a game. I don't think it's really playing the game to what it should be. You're just exploiting it rather than playing it.
The moral character of anybody who's willing to download cheats in a $40 pay to play game and then run after streamers, like, I don't know how you've arrived, but like, I'm sorry for your life up until this point, because I don't know how that's enjoyable for anybody. But yeah, man, I'm glad that we have not really encountered it too often. I would say in my 200 hours topside, I probably have 3 or 4 times I was dead sure that somebody was either, I mean, like the kettle macro is a thing. I don't even know if we can call that cheating, but just for people listening, there macros are things that you can set up on your mouse or your keyboard in game, that one button will press multiple buttons. So there are ways to like shoot the kettle like Stitcher speed and then still get kettle damage. So they're dealing with that right now. But I've definitely died to that a few times. But in terms of like blatant wall hacking, aimbot, I would say maybe twice I said, oh, okay, that kid's aimbotting. So I mean, general public, and I think most of the people that would listen to our welcome back, Adam. Hello.
He's back.
The internet kicked back on.
Nice. Most people that would listen to this pod probably don't deal with it, which is great. General population is the most important thing in the game, and like Dave said, I've seen a lot of games go to hell when they just cater to either their competitive community or their streaming community. Apex at its worst was doing a bit too much of that. So we did like cheating in game is like something that if it continues on, that could really be detrimental for the game in the long run. I'd mentioned it almost a month ago now, and it's still permeating through the gameplay. So I don't know how hard it is behind the scenes to like get ahead of the cheats that are released, but I'm sure I can only imagine that that's a very difficult thing. So shout out to the devs who are. Go ahead.
With the constant feedback, like after every like 3 rounds, they ask for feedback. I feel like that's a good way of them gathering like cheating data or way to like narrow it down to where it is.
Sometimes they don't get that information at all, though, Adam. Most of the time, it's people talking about the merch store. And no, you were very right, Adam. And I do like that. I think that's a big part to.
Yeah, I mean, like every 3rd round or so, I'm asked my feedback, and if cheaters are occurring that much, I feel like there could be a way to narrow it down.
Valid point. There is also a decent report system, so that's good. I mean, the report system could use a couple tweaks here and there, but at least it does exist.
You had the quote right from.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, so Nate Shot, really popular streamer, old Call of Duty pro, CEO of 100 Thieves. He put out I don't want to read the whole thing since this is a friendly pod. We won't get into all of it, but if you guys want to check it out, it's on his X. He just, aired out a giant grievance with the game, just essentially saying that they're running into cheaters almost every game or level 0 Steam accounts with bans on record. So it's just a shame that the game is in its best state in terms of playership and that this is happening on the viewership side, because I do, after playing, I'd love to get off and watch, and it's just kind of been like less interesting to watch recently because it's just like cheating accusations left and right. Prime Call of Duty was the same, and that certainly did not help that game. So I really hope that Embark can get this under control and we can, just be fully positive all around on the gaming front.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, like they are probably just a few hours off of their vacation that they had. That was, and so give them some time to get back into the the swing of things here. I'm sure that with having this many players, you're gonna have more cheaters, right? And I bet they do come up with creative ways to get rid of that. But Yeah, give them some time, Coda. I think they've done a great job so far. I do think that's something that they'll take priority on, and hopefully stop that as quick as possible.
I agree. Derek said in the chat, if macro is okay, then so is DJ's Cronus. I agree. It is cheating. Macros are cheating. But they're not like aimbotting and wall hacking. Just to be clear, macroing, like, you are slime as well. Like, you're
Also,
a trash human being.
Derek
If you're
bought me
cheating
the
mode.
Cronus for Christmas. So what am I so I can't not use it?
No, full disclaimer, Dave does not use the Cronus. Don't cheat, kids or adults, anybody.
Not
Cheating
cool.
is just the dumbest shit you could possibly do.
True.
Don't do that.
It's not worth
Just
it. Play a different
as the
game,
kids
man.
would say, just get good, man.
Or
Just
play a
get
different
good.
game.
Nowhere.
Or play a different game, for sure.
I
All
love
right,
it.
moving on. Some positive things. Dude, Embark in Arc Raiders just won Most Innovative Game of the Year at the Steam Awards. Excellent.
I mean,
Anybody
so-
have any thoughts? I know they were up for a couple other awards that they didn't win, but how do we feel about them winning Most Innovative Game?
I mean, I feel like, and again, I know it's in the genre of extraction shooter, but it is very different from any, I mean, at least game that I've played, and the way it works and the way it plays. So I think they absolutely deserve that. Especially with the in-game comms and everything, like how just each game is a different session for, different, each session is a different game. It almost feels like, I think they absolutely deserve that. I wish and I didn't, and this is on me. Do you know what other, awards they were up for?
Do not. I should.
Yeah, it's on
Maybe
me.
Game of the Year. Yeah, but
Well, they should have got Game of the Year then. I take it back. They should have won that one. But
Oh wow, that's another discussion.
I've
The
played
expedition.
this game more than I've played any other game in a long time. It's very different than any other game I've played recently.
Heck yeah, agreed, man. I think
So
the
it's like,
fact
one more round, and then
5
7
hours later,
rounds
you're still
later.
going.
yeah, can I jump in? Player retention, and that is true. If there is one player that it is very difficult to keep retention for, it's Special Adam. He is the star, like, candidate to be like, hey, if you can keep him interested in this game, that's pretty good. Like, that's impressive. I'm
Yeah.
you're the poster child for that. So that's excellent.
been
That shows that they
motivated.
deserve it. But
Unretainable is the Special Adam. So they got him, folks. They got him.
They
Hook,
got
line,
me.
and sinker. Incredible.
I love it. No, congratulations to them. They deserved it. It's awesome.
Big congrats. Alongside of that, 2 days ago, we're recording on Tuesday. It is Tuesday, the 6th, January 6th. There were 3.4 million Raiders that logged in to play the game in one day. And I think they also hit a concurrent peak, like concurrent players on Steam. So incredible in 2026 that a culture of gaming that people fall off of games within a month or two, like 2 months and two months and like 10 days into the game, they hit their max player count. So amazing. That just means there's some magic in the game that people tell their friends, like, hey man, this is actually really worth getting into. And it's not free to play. It's a paid model game. So that means that people are convincing their friends to drop 40. I mean, I guess it's on sale right now. So $30 to $40 for the game. People are doing it and then getting hooked and staying and then telling their friends to play, which I don't know if I've seen anything like this in the paid market in a while for a multiplayer game.
No.
And the price point's really attractive for it too. I mean, $30-$40 for a game like this, you'd think it'd be up in like 80s.
Totally,
something
dude.
like that.
They could have easily full priced this game, 100%. And
Yeah,
Dave and I were talking about the other day too, like they did not need to 20% off in the Xbox store or Steam. Like
Yeah.
they, the game is popular enough right now. They could have just stayed at that full $40 price point, but they dropped it and it's paying off. There's more people in game, which leads to more skins being bought and more, whatever they end up doing with the premium passes in the future. So yeah, pretty impressive. 3.4 million people logging in one day. It's kind of like mind blowing.
Bigger than
Dead game.
Dead game accusations next week for sure. The second that it like doesn't hit the 3.4 again next week. Retention's awful. This game stinks.
Better believe it. Yeah, like you said, when we talked about it, they didn't have to discount anything, and they did, which is a huge brain move by Embark, and I mean, if I was able to force Adam to buy this game at $40, the other people would have forced their friends to do it too. And I think that's it's just crazy to think that. I mean, I'm glad we were there from at least launch ish for me, and to see how it's growing and how it's getting better. And I mean, day in and day out. I mean, I know on all of my friends and my wife and all of their feeds now, Arc Raider memes or photos pop up because of how much it's being talked about, and people taking pictures of mushrooms in the woods saying, "Oh, all right, I only need 8 more to finish my." And it's just like if people were doing that, and it just keeps growing and growing. Coda, you mentioned that like you saw in and not even
Yeah,
our
yeah.
Raiders group, like the attraction's there for everybody. Like
On an aviation subreddit, let me tell, because I don't think I told Adam. On an aviation
No, I
subreddit
haven't
the other
heard
day,
this.
there was a guy that was like fixing an old plane, and he had a rusted gear, but like that wasn't the point of the post. It was a rusted gear next to like after he cleaned it, and he was like really excited about that. And the top comment on it was like somebody from Narnia saying like, "I see Arc Raiders everywhere," and it was just liked through the roof. There were like a K likes on it or something.
That's
It's nuts.
hilarious.
Yeah. So, like you said, Dave, like
It's
when
everywhere.
you transcend the game and like on social media, ever like posts are being thrown up about finding mushrooms in the wild and people interacting with that, it just means that there's, the game has traction and it's taken a hold of people's lives in a good way, in a positive way.
especially when they're that
Yeah.
funny. Because even my wife just showed me a clip right before we got on here of Dwight running into an elevator to catch Jim that was not even close to closing. It's like when you're a solo raider and you need to get extract as quick as possible, and he's out of breath, and it just says like Arc Raiders in the bottom corner. It's just like it's wild that it's grown that much, and I mean it makes sense, and I'm glad it has. So let's keep
It does, yeah.
let's get to 6.8 million by next week, everyone. Let's go.
6.8 mil or else dead game or else
Or
dead
else
game.
that game. Yep.
Oh yes, and another reason I just
Briefly.
wanted to point out too. Another reason why I think it's grown is they've done a really really nice job of staying on top of keeping the game balanced. I think they respond to community feedback quickly, but they don't respond to all the little grievances. So they found a really nice middle ground where they will listen to the community on something that's like a vocalized point by the majority, but they're not just like nerfing or buffing things based on what streamers are saying, and because that can really impact the game as well. So
Let's keep it that
they
way.
found that, yeah, agreed. Found that really nice, really hard to find middle ground that keeps the game balanced and keeps us all engaged. I love that the TTK in this game is long enough that like there's not just one meta weapon. Like there's every gun in the game is relatively situational except for the Rattler.
It really wow.
Wow.
It really does feel though. It's a happy. I was like, I didn't love Call of Duty games because I felt like you died, like you got shot and you were done for. I loved Halo games because you had that chance of survival, and I feel like this almost falls directly between those two, where it's like, all right, you get shot at, you have a second to hide or like re-get your health, and you have a fighting chance no matter what. And I'm sure that like you said, that has to play into balance, otherwise, you're done for.
Yep, agreed. My favorite games in the world are always ones with longer TTKs, just because like outplay is the ceiling for that is much higher. You're not just like insta dead in a Call of Duty multiplayer lobby. Like Apex is another good example. I would be very interested to see TTK numbers side by side for Apex and Arc Raiders because it does feel relatively similar.
No, and I'm sure that's different now. I don't want to say like obviously with like the shields and the plates and everything with Call of Duty. I'm talking about like prior older Call of Duty. Where
Sure.
it was like the first
Like
you saw that
6v6
person first,
multiplayer.
right? You see that person first, you win. Like that's where I'm going.
That was like if you died 7 times in a match, it's a good round.
That's true.
Yeah.
I die way more than
It's a
7
great
times
round.
in a
That's
match.
a great
Yeah,
round.
what are you talking about? And then real quick, I don't know if I just want to chat real fast. Another thing with the player retention. I play Arc Raiders on pretty much everything. I play on my Series X. I will be playing on a PC here. I play on my Xbox Series S. I also play on my ROG, my ROG Ally, and that's like a 2-year-old handheld that is like I haven't really found. I bought it to play Destiny on when I wasn't at home. I wasn't able to like really enjoy playing it because of how it played on there, but this game runs smooth on it without like as long as there's an internet connection, it feels like it plays well. It's fully downloaded on the game. I'm not playing on a cloud. It's just like everywhere I play the game, it feels great. And obviously, you're going to have less, the graphics are going to be toned down a little bit on my Ally or the Series S, but it doesn't affect my gameplay, and I enjoy playing it. So I love that. I hope they keep going with that. That's, if I can play it on my phone one day, I'm all about it.
Yeah, man, absolutely incredible. I've seen some posts this week that people are running like a stable 60 FPS at 1080 on the Steam Deck, which is insane. I don't know how they optimized an Unreal Engine 6 game this well, but they've done it. And now I think everybody in the gaming industry is probably like, how the hell did you guys pull this off?
Let's take some notes,
They want the secrets, exactly. But yeah, I mean, the fact that it can be played on a handheld and be enjoyable, and I'm on a 5070 Ti, and I'm running like anywhere from 210 to 300 FPS on 2x frame gen. So, I'm insanely happy with the performance there. Where like comparable games, sometimes I'm lower in the 150s, 120 to 150. So yeah, all of those, I feel like those 4 points alone like have all led to how they hit 3.4 million raiders in one day. If you can sit on your couch while your wife's on the TV and the kids are doing their thing, and you can actually enjoy playing Arc Raiders, hats off to that.
Agreed.
Nice little segue here, but let's get in to everybody's favorite topic, the community's favorite topic. It's always going crazy on Reddit, aggression-based matchmaking. This week was confirmed by CEO Patrick Sunderland, which is insane, dude. It was confirmed. There were so many Reddit trolls that have been saying this for like weeks and weeks and weeks. And when it got confirmed, they were like, to everybody who's commented on my post saying like fake news and that like you're delirious, out of your mind, like they just it was their time to troll him back.
We got the confirmation of the confirmation. Like that's amazing.
The confirmation was confirmed, bro.
It was. That's amazing. It's great. Where do we sit on it? How are we liking it, guys? Coda, how do you feel? I want you to go first.
I think it's been obvious since, after the first 2 weeks when everything played out, it's certainly been in the game. I think there's other elements to it too. I think that sometimes that gets lost in the Discord or the discourse about it. I think there's a skill element. I think there's a loadout amount element to it as well, like how much you're bringing in to the raid. But I love it, man. I think it's great. I think it keeps you surrounded by people who are as talented or a little less or a little bit more, and it keeps every engagement unique, interesting, and keeps you on the edge of your seat. How are you boys feeling about it?
I love it. I just I want to know if there is also any skill-based matchmaking attached to that. I know you said like loadout based, but I do want to know if it's like if they throw you in lobbies based off of kill death like ratio, at least to a certain extent, like if they're like, all right, well, this person kills 0.5 people on average per round, we're going to throw them in those lobbies and extracts this many times out of those I'm sure there's some analytics there, and I really hope there are, and I would love to hear what they do about that. The episode 4 of Evolution of Arc Raiders could be solely based around that. I'd watch every second of it.
I do think to that point, I do think part of the success of any game developer is give away 100% how you're matchmaking. I think that just leads to a bunch of jaded people in the community. So they have to keep some of that behind closed doors. But I'm with you, Dave. I wonder if it's down to, or like I'll say my conjecture is they probably have like accuracy as well as a part of like how many knocks you get per round, but like accuracy and just like how you fare per engagement. So I have no idea. We will have no idea unless they like come out and overtly state, hey, this is exactly what we do behind the scenes for matchmaking. But I am glad they at least said it. Now, he didn't say we implement aggression-based matchmaking. He said something more along the lines of like, if you would like to be in friendly lobbies, then be friendly to other raiders or something like that. I should have the direct quote. I do not, but
that's a pretty clear confirmation, though. I will
exactly.
Say Adam, what about you? What do you like it? What's going on over there?
I will say like 90 to 95% of lobbies I play in are friendly because I don't shoot people. It's fine. Because it's
Dave's doing Dry January, just took a shot of water. Cheers, bro.
Right. Like the one time I needed shredder gyros, and I went into Stella and I put a blue shield on because they kept killing me. And then the second I went in there, I get shot by somebody and killed. So like I do think they're like the loadout does have something to do with it. Like if you go like geared in, like yeah, you're probably going to face somebody that has gear. Like depending if you're friendly or not. Like I
Well,
think you're going to get attacked.
Adam, you
Yeah,
could
I
also
think
have gone. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
let's take a stance as a podcast. I think 100% that's a thing.
With
I would put some money on the line that there is like a gear based component to the matchmaking system. Once again, I don't think it's only based on how much gear you're bringing in, but I do think I've encountered way more like intense and super sweaty, and other kids being on like, say I bring in a Renegade 4, a Venator 4, right? Like I am in the lobbies
Be prepared
when
to
I'm on
fight.
that loadout. Yeah. And not only prepared to fight, but also prepared to fight against other people with like Toro 4s, Renegade 4s, Ven 4s. Like, you know, you bring in 6 trigger nades, like you're playing against another team that also brought in 6 trigger nades. It just feels that way. I would put some money on that
It
being a
does feel
thing.
that way.
I would I say we try to run that as a test sometime. Once we get our 10 million, because that's gonna be necessary, and then I'll get all the money. I'll put all the loadout on, and we'll just go in. We'll be like, all right, let's test it here. We'll do like 5 to 10 runs of a free loadout, and then we'll do 5 to 10 runs of like fully kitted and see like what we encounter. We could do that. We could little study from the tick pod. I think it'd be fun.
That's true. That's actually a really good point.
Symmetrics
I
out
like
there.
that you slid in the 10 mil there.
So
Dave is hard convinced that 5 skill points is going to cost us $10 million.
only if you extracted only if you did your expedition the first. See that it'll be like your first one costs this much, your second one costs this much. That's all.
Are we talking exponential here? So, well, I guess that would
The
be
20 million?
exponential, but just 2x every
Yeah.
time.
It
Yeah,
might-
exactly.
Maybe,
5
maybe
and
or this and something like 5, like a million, 2 million per skill point plus something. Who knows? It could be anything. I just think they're
I was going to
gonna
ask how that works.
make it. They
Is,
go ahead.
if you do 2 expeditions, do you get 10 skill points, or you just
do.
get the 5 from previous?
yeah,
okay.
that's confirmed. Yeah, those
Yeah.
Okay.
those are forever.
Nice.
Which is why it's like, if you plan on playing the game, it's important to try to get all those, because then they stack, and then it'll be big help for you whenever we're in cycle semester season 7. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Speaking of expedition, Dave and I are both done with expedition number 2 already. Let's talk about that a little bit. Way quicker this time around, and like way less arduous. I felt like I just said one day I was going to do it, and then like 3 days later I was done with it, because I think I remembered from the first season what I needed, what kinds of materials, just the way that it kind of stacked out through the 5 phases. So once again, I really enjoyed that process. It gave me purpose in the game. It gave me something to work for on the side, even if I was just going in to PvP. You know, if I saw a surveyor, or I don't know, like say the Leaper Pulse units were a part of Expedition again this time, you know, I'd stop and maybe fight the Leaper. So
They
David?
changed some of the elements that you needed, which was nice, I thought.
true, yeah, shredder gyros. A little low
Yeah.
there. Low just said in the chat I could go for a shredded gyro.
Who doesn't love a shredded gyro, everybody? I mean,
Yeah, cheers to the shredded gyro. Get me in there. I'm hungry.
I'm with you though. I'm glad that they changed stuff. I'm glad it wasn't exactly copy and paste. And I might be wrong
Okay.
now, but I think that I thought initially that the quest lines were copy and paste, but maybe there was some variations of them, because I do think I've been doing some small differences while going through. Like I was like, I don't remember, I did all the quests in like 2 days, so I thought I would remember exactly what I'm looking at, but some of them feel slightly different when I go through them. But I am happy that it wasn't just hey, do the exact same expedition that you did last time. Hopefully they keep changing that, making it more difficult. Or as much as I hate Stella, I'm glad that it was there to go do, and collect different things for.
Yeah, that's an important point. Stella was a big part of
Yeah,
this
I agree.
expedition. I think the last two pages were things that were only spawn on Stella.
And
So-
even going into that, like today, and I know that it depends on what lobbies you fall into, but I'm running around and I had somebody who was like, here, I have a module box, and they're like clicking it over and over again. Like I was like, do you need it? Do you need it? I'm like, oh, I finished my expedition. We're good. Go give it to somebody else. But
I
but
love
it
that
is
little
cool.
buddy though. What a guy.
But it is cool that you'll have that, and it's but again, being on Stella, where I feel like I did nothing on Stella it's because it was a later ad, right? out of the. It
Yeah,
wasn't it was
the
a new
newest map. Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Quick question: how many cooling fans and humidifiers did you keep in your inventory before realizing that you didn't need them for the expedition?
I still have
just sold
6.
mine like last night. That's
I still have
funny.
6.
I held them forever, being like, okay, when is the step that these things come up?
Yep.
And then
I
was
deleted
thinking,
my toasters by accident
Well,
today. I
that's
was
we
so-
had,
oh
we
no,
had
not
toaster
the
deletion.
not the toaster cell.
I know. I thought I used
Oh.
them, but I didn't.
Oh, brutal, dude.
I did
Feels
the
bad.
same. I did the same thing with my rusted gears. I thought it was part of the expedition, not the workbenches. And I was like, oh cool, I finished the expedition, and then I sold them, and I was like, oh no. So now I'm down to 0. I have 2 more benches I want to finish, and now I'm never gonna find another rusted gear in my life.
Dude, that's a horrible feeling because you stack
heard
those from
that.
day one, thinking like, okay, I'll get one once
Mhm.
every 2 weeks. But then when you go out explicitly looking for them, you never see them.
Not a chance.
That's also why I like the conditioning thing, because you have this big stockpile and then they pull it right out underneath your feet and like, ha, go get more.
Yep, that's how they keep you
keeps
locked
the
in.
grind going. Yeah, that's what
right.
it's all
Good
about.
gameplay loop.
Different type of grind.
I will. Go ahead, David.
I was well, if you're going into expedition still, I did want to bounce back to aggression based matchmaking, but if you had an expedition thing, go for it.
No. Yeah, let's hop back. We were just right there, so I wanted to talk about that. But go ahead.
I hope that this is very clear that I usually fall into the friendly lobbies, friendly. But do you think? And I know we've had some chats about like, is it good? Is it bad? That like, it does seem that it's for all your lobbies, not just oh we've talked about this last week. I'm friendly in solos. I match up with friendly in solos. I'm 50-50 in duos. But it does seem like in every single one, it's based off of how you play everywhere, not just which individual like lobby it is. Do you think that it would help if they like kind of had a preset? So say you're going in as a duo, and you could check off like on a scale of 1 to 10 how your play style is in each one. So like you're like, okay, I know like you said I'm typically friendly in solos. You can go 10. You're always friendly, and if you vary from how that is, then they could dock you and put you in different lobbies based off of that. But like giving you that questionnaire or that survey beforehand, and making it for each one, because if I were to go into duos, I'd be like, I'm 50-50. So I would be okay with falling into 50-50. When I'm in trios, it's typically 90-10. I could put a 9, but if
90 shoot on site, 10 friendly.
Right. But if me personally, I vary from that, then they can be like, oh nope, then you don't get that kind of, and then they could adjust based off of that, because I mean they love the surveys.
I'm glad you put that caveat in there, because I was just gonna say to that people would just abuse the hell out of that immediately, right? Like people would say I'm the friendliest player ever, and then go into solos and just literally kill everybody and take everybody's loot.
No, I don't.
So
think
as
we've
long
ever
as there was
encountered
some
that though, nobody's ever said friendly and then just shot you.
literally earlier today.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
I want to talk about that as well, but yeah, to that point, Dave, I think that would be great, right? Because I would answer duos and trios. I'm shooting on site everybody all the time, like with few exception, like funny people in open voice or whatever, have a little
Playing the
laugh with them.
flute,
But still,
play guitar, yeah.
If you're playing music, I'm never shooting you. That's crazy. But solos, I'm trying to do the exact opposite. So that would be a great way. We talked about this on the pod last week, but that would be a really nice way to at least get like some community feedback on. Because maybe that's the majority. Maybe a lot of people are down to fight in duos and trios and not so much in solos. So maybe if they could cater to that a bit more, that would be really cool.
Or once I finish my expedition and all my benches, I can be like, all right, solos, look out,
Yeah. So you're saying like you could switch like halfway
you have
through
a
the season
slider where you can sit, and then obviously if you don't follow that, the game's pretty smart. I bet they could penalize you for it, but I do think that I just think it'd be a good addition and maybe a way to like help that out a little bit.
Adam, how do you feel about that, bro?
Take a skill point away if you're if you lie like
big punishment.
Big slap on the wrist.
You lose
big slap
a skill
on the wrist.
point.
You worked so hard for this million, but you lied to all of us. So sorry.
Wow. In-game punishment, like you're back in school. Detention with you.
That would piss people off. That would prevent them from doing it. I mean, that's like real backlash.
You stray from what you said. $10. Send it in. Let's go. That's crazy.
Now, I don't know how that would be implemented or play out, but I really like the take, dude. I really like the take.
Just have your Venmo account attached to
Okay,
you.
there we go. That's all I had though. I know we were talking about it. I wanted to jump that in for the aggression based matchmaking. So
Yeah, well, I got a follow up on that. It's something I really am curious because for people listening or watching, like I'm I would say a 99% aggressive player. That's what I lean into. And Dave and Adam, especially of the three of us, Adam is like literally not trying to hurt anything
If you
outside of
start
the arc.
shooting me first, I'll probably just let you kill me.
Self-defense. No self-defense. He won't even. That's what I'm saying. This
By
guy's
the
the
time I
friendliest guy
turn
in
around and shoot
Speranza.
you, I'm halfway dead, so you might as well just kill me at that
Oh
point.
my goodness. How do we feel about them doing what they have done in keeping us in the lobbies that cater to our playstyles? Because I'll start here. I like it a lot that I can go into every round as somebody who's ADHD and somebody that is like incredibly like emotionally high strung. Like I like being able to know that I can go into a lobby and I am just fighting you. I don't have to feel bad if I shoot at you. You don't have to feel bad if you shoot at me. We're both here to play the same game, which is PvP each other. So that's a huge positive for me because early in this game, when it came out, the first month or so, I would have some interactions where we'd like friendly up with some people. Cheers, Dave. Friendly up with some homies, and then they would backstab us, man. And like I kid you not, I would sit on my couch for the next 2 hours after I got off, and I just I couldn't stop thinking about it. My mind was racing. I felt like betrayed, and I think the way of me dealing with that, and the way of me like conceptualizing how I can handle that and not get hurt that way, is to just literally be a really good aimer, a really good positioner, and somebody with really good game sense, and just always shoot on sight. That way I don't have to worry
Move back.
about the emotional attachment. So from your perspective, I know you guys are more on the other side. What's made you arrive at being friendlier? Like what are the positives of feeling good about that style of gameplay?
Well, I'll lead with this. I'm
Take the
not very
floor.
good at shooting people. So naturally, I catered towards the PvE because it's less like you got to be spot on. You can have some more variance in your shots, your aim. They're just going to survive a little better. At least that's just how I feel. So that's why I catered towards that way. And plus, like, I feel bad when I lose my stuff. Like, I get upset. Like, I went in there with this. I don't want to lose it by some jerk just killing me. He just, oh, poop, kills me, and then I lose it all. Like, I worked hard for that. And, like, that's why I don't want to get killed.
Okay.
Like, I'm very passionate about my stuff that I have.
Yeah.
Whether it's a Kettle One or a Hull Cracker, I don't care.
It's yours and it belongs to you. And
Exactly.
you feel wronged when somebody shoots at you.
That's why I haven't bought the shakers from the store yet. Because what if I die with them? I'll never get to use it.
he got I
Of
gave him one. He lost it. He was freaking out that he lost it, and then I killed the people that killed him, and I gave it
Exactly.
back to him.
So-
He hasn't brought it in since.
This man could care less about an Aphelion or a Bobcat 4. He's worried about his green shakers, man. Holy.
Better believe it.
Okay, that makes sense though, Adam. So like
That's just how I feel.
Sure.
All right.
David?
All right, so I come from Destiny as my most recent like hours and hours and hours played game. I'm really, really big on teaching and helping. I love doing raids. I love being a Sherpa through raids. My biggest thing.
You're a great Sherpa too. Let's throw that out there.
Thank
A wonderful Sherpa.
The reason I like to play the more friendly side, especially in like solos and I'd say sometimes in duos, is I like to help the people out. I like to go in and I like to be so. For example, today I was just looking for some fried motherboards on Damn Battlegrounds. No, Damn Battlegrounds. Yeah. This was earlier on. And gotcha. The guy came in the room. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm friendly. I said, "No, dude, you're good. What's up? What do you need?" And he's like, "I'm just trying to find these probes in the control tower. I have no idea where they're at. I'm looking all over." I was like, "Oh, you know what? I didn't find any fried motherboards. Let me come up. Let me show you where they're at." We took them up the lift. We went past. We killed the turrets. There was a guy that was up there already, and he was like, "I have no idea where I am. I'm lost." I was like, "All right, buddy, here, you're good. Just follow us." He's like, I'm like, "If you want the room, it's yours. Like, I don't care. I don't have a key on me. You're good." For control tower. took the guy up on top, showed him where the probe was, and was able to go back down and finish my stuff, and I got out. And it was just like, I enjoy the helping people aspect of it. So that's why I tend to fall into like more friendly, like, play style. But I do love a PvP. I don't want them to change anything. I don't want it to be, if they were to make a lobby that is like, hey, it's all PvE, that's fine. I wouldn't play in it though. I love the anxiety of other people being able to shoot at me and me being able to kill them back. That's great. Like, I don't want to lose that part of the game at all. But I understand where some people can. Yeah, but so I think of people just as another AI or another bot in the game. I mean,
wow, that's hurtful.
They might be, but they are. That is like what you're thinking it as. It is an enemy in the game, no matter what. If you end up being friendly with them, that's great. But there is that chance they kill you, and I'm okay with that. I don't want to lose that. I'm what I was going to lead into was, would you guys personally be hurt if there was a lobby that was always like, hey, it is PvE, or you're the only person, you go in solo and that's it, or you go in trios and that's it, no other teams, and like obviously they'd have to adjust to it, make it so it didn't feel like you were getting the same loot as other people in harder lobbies, but giving the people that do want to play like that an opportunity to like help out the game. Is that something that would bother you, or are you okay with that as long as the rest of the game stays the way it is?
I think if player attention stays this way and the game keeps growing and this many people keep playing it, then absolutely there should be a sect of the community that can load into lobbies and say, hey, I'm here only for the PvE. And like you said, the rewards can't be as high.
No, not at all.
The grind for that needs to be longer, like much, much longer. It needs to be very unrewarding to be in those lobbies. But if that is truly how you want to play and you want to dump 60 hours into something that would take me 5 in high tier PvP lobbies, then more power to you. Play the game that way, as long as the game stays large enough in numbers that makes sense.
No, I love it. I fully agree.
What if you did like a mode, like how they do the blocked dam or cold snap, like PvE only mode,
or if it was
PvP.
a map condition, yeah, they could make it a map condition, so you don't get all of them all the time, but you get a map condition of friendly.
Yeah, and then instead of like increased loot value,
decreased
it's like 80% decreased loot value.
Yeah, all right, we got you. Embark, give us a call. Adam, good job. Look at you go, bud.
Thank you. So then going back to Dave and I played a match earlier today, and we were looking for a surveyor, and we helped some people kill a leaper because we didn't need it anymore. And then I went to go pick some lemons and apricots, and then some people killed me there. So like we did some nice, and then somebody did some bad to me. But it's still like a memory of the game that like I don't think I would want to fully get rid of. Like just go full PvE. Like, despite me hating it and people killing me,
this man, we had an extract camper, and it was the first round of the game. He was ready to turn. He said, "I'm uninstalling it. I'm never playing this again. I'm going to bed."
Yeah. Now he's on a podcast about it.
Play, and it's still it's still a central part of the game. I don't think you can fully get rid of it.
I like that, Adam. That's fair.
It's just arc killers rather than raiders.
Valid. Yeah, I really like that idea, man. I think map condition, 80% decreased loot value or something. I mean, exact numbers aside, they might be onto something there. 87. Shout out. Okay, another really cool thing Dave brought up a couple days I want to bring into the podcast right here before we wrap up is the idea of quads and or bigger team value modes. Where Dave, I'll go to you because you brought this idea up. Where do you sit on that? Do you think that quads could be implemented into this game? What would be the positives and the negatives of doing so? Like, how would that play out? Just give me your background because I know you thought about it a little bit.
I did, and now that the way Adam said it, though, like just make it a map condition. I think quads or groups of 6 or 10s would be awesome, and they could be higher tier loot for those, but there's more people to try to get that loot. So are
we talking deathmatch now, like 10v10, or are we saying like 3 teams of 10?
I'd say 6. I think 6 is a great number as like a cap. I come again from
Okay.
Destiny. That's usually what you throw into. It's almost big team battle. The maps aren't that crazy. It would still give room to hide and everything. I just think it'd be fun to. My biggest issue is I like to play games with my friends, and a lot of the time, trios isn't enough. Even at least if it were four, I think we'd be able to play more together. And I love that. That is my favorite. That's why I play games. I'm an only child. I need to be around my friends. They are my brothers. They're my family. It's why I play games 100%. I solo only to do undisclosed location on Buried City, and then after that, I would rather play with all of my friends constantly. So to be able to throw 4 or 6 in, just to help out to get those numbers up for just to be able to play with, because you don't jump into a party chat because most people are talking in game chat. You lose a little bit of that communication with your friends, and I that's why I want it. I want it for the social aspect. So I think it'd be fun. I think they could make, I think it's on the same level with you where you're like, as long as the game continues to grow and continues to, have a need for it, then yeah, why not? Why not make it a map condition of, okay, well, sixes right now is on Dam. Let's go in. It's better loot. There could be there could be more, leapers out there. There could be more of everything. And it's, I just think that would be a great way. I hope they take that into it. What do you think? Do you think it has a fit for it? Do you think?
Out of the gates, I think quads could work. I mean, I'm trying to rack my brain thinking about like what would be the negative of introducing quads into the game. But as long as your teammates are nameplated and the other teams are not, I think that would lead to less friendly interactions in general, just because you're then trying to navigate, like say you link up with a team and there's 4 on their team, 4 on your team, and then you run into another team and you're linking up with them. You got to keep track of 8 people. I'm thinking more for like the lobbies that you guys are enjoying and playing in. But
Well,
otherwise, I think quads would put in terms of
too.
gunfights and in play style, like quads would definitely work. Adam, what did you say, my man?
I think it'd be a lot more coordination too, because I mean, in trios, I tend to get separated, or even duos, I get separated a lot. I think you'd find a lot of like double duo teams instead of a full squad rolling around. Like people would get separated. I think that would change how it would play too.
Yeah, that's a good point. So I don't know, Dave. I think another problem that like Call of Duty has had in the past in Apex, like when they try to do too many different modes, the player base gets split across them.
true.
But
but
all things considered, if this game is pulling 3.4 million players a day, sure you can introduce quads, but what does that look like in the long run?
and that's why I love Adam's comment on the map condition, because it's it's only one map right now where it's quads, or it's one map where and it doesn't have to be all the time. That way, most people, you're going in trios, but if like we have the boys on and we're like, hey, there's 6 of us, let's jump into, where 4 of the 6 maps are trios, and then one is quads and one is sixes, and I think that would be an awesome addition to the game.
That's true too, man. Because like, how many times are you like? That would be so cool. Like the 6 map conditions up, and like Toot feels bad that he's like he's not in the lobby, or that he's taking another spot. And we text him and say like, "Yo, Toot, pop in. It's 6s right now." You he'd get all excited about that.
Or even make like the arc more hostile, or add like more bastions or the bombardiers, and then just make it harder because there's more of you. Like more arc, more of you.
Yeah, we don't all want to have to pump one hull cracker into something and take it down like right away. Yeah, absolutely make it more toxic from the arc standpoint, along with the people standpoint. I think that's great.
I think just the easiest way to do that too would just be sheer numbers. Like where once would spawn 2 wasps and a hornet would be 4 wasps and 2 hornets.
Can I say that a hornet tanked 3 of my hull crackers today? What is that about?
Oh, what?
I recorded it because I was so confused. Never again.
Didn't even crack shield on the first shot.
It looked at me and was like, try again, and I did, and it just didn't work. Finally, on the third, I think it was on the 3rd shot, it finally went down. But I cannot believe sometimes that's a leaper. I don't know. It was wild.
That is wild. The tankiest hornet has been found. What map was it on? I'm avoiding that.
It was on Damn Battleground, so you better stay away.
It was.
That one ate its Wheaties.
It did indeed.
All right, anything else before we start wrapping things up here, gentlemen?
Yeah, I want to quick hits Adam. You got any questions for him, or can I do my my few questions for him?
Yeah, go ahead. I only have one.
Oh, well,
I
then,
completely forgot.
well,
So let's do it.
why don't you hit him
Our
with
favorite
one?
segment of the week.
Yeah, favorite segment of the week. The pop hits or the pop something. That's from
The
Torpedo.
Poppets,
Pop hits. I love
because they
it.
kill me
Pop
all
They
the
hits.
kill
time.
Adam all the time.
Bumpers.
The
Oh my
pop
God.
hits. I
I
can
die
throw.
at least 3 times a day by them things.
I hate that for you. I'll throw a couple of basic ones at him too, Dave, if that's all right.
All right, you want to start, and once you're done, then I'll jump in. If you got a couple
Absolutely.
basics.
As always, an arbitrary amount of time has been placed on the clock, and an arbitrary amount of points will be awarded to Adam post pop hits segment. Adam, are you ready, my friend?
I am.
Alfred Cruz in the driver's seat in 3, 2, 1. Adam, your least favorite arc enemy to encounter in game.
Poppers. I
Even
run the
over
other
a
way.
Rocketeer, it's the
literally-
pop.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Your favorite weapon to use in game. I'm always curious about this one.
Well, I like the Renegade, but every time I spawn in, I die. So I'd have to go with the Arpeggio.
Arpeggio's the middle ground. Got it. Okay, and here's an outside the box one. If you could bring any map from your history of video games from any other game into Arc Raiders, I forget who posed this. What might have been to pose this question. If you could bring any map into Arc Raiders and play the extraction shooter that is Arc Raiders on that map, what map would it be?
Oh, it's Vice City. I mean, it'd be fun to try and escape
Oh.
Miami.
That would
Shout out
definitely be
Vice
that would
City from
definitely be
early.
6 people map. Like you'd have to.
Oh yeah,
First-person
that
extraction
map
shooter.
felt massive as a kid, dude. Holy. Good answer. All right, DJ.
All right, Adam, ready? Do
I
you
am.
trust the Raiders or expect betrayal?
I expect trust.
Trust. All right, you love to hear it. All right, Adam, I always ask everybody this question: are the birds that are in Arc Raiders just Arc in disguise?
See, I've thought about this a lot, and I thought they were just birds. But the more I look at them, I think they're arc.
That's right. Thank you.
Wow.
We're one person at a time. We're getting them. All right, Adam.
Yeah,
Which
you're
is
right,
worse?
you are.
Which is worse, getting extract camped in game or eating fruit in real life?
Ooh.
How about vegetables too? Throw veggies in there for Adam.
I mean, if you throw vegetables in, then eating fruits and vegetables.
In real
is
life,
fine.
extract camped all day is all I heard. All right.
Yeah.
For you? What is the perfect raid? Like when you go in, what is like the best case scenario for you?
I go in, I say hi to like a couple people, and then I do my
So-
little happy dance while I'm
Okay.
waiting to get extracted. Then I go out.
Then you get
with
out.
the
Okay,
full-
so a little bit of loot, get out. Everyone's friendly. We're all dancing together.
Yeah.
Love it. All
Yeah.
right, Adam, which is better? This is my last one for you. That's a quick hit. Personal best on an F1 race or a big haul extract with the boys on Arc Raiders?
I'm gonna go with the boys.
All right. You
Wow,
love it.
the
You
dopamine
love
hits
it.
on Arc.
You
All
love
right.
it. All right.
I can only
Beautiful.
celebrate F1 by myself.
All right. We take it. Thank you, Adam. Adam,
Gorgeous,
I just
absolutely gorgeous.
got the results in. You won 89 points. I'm so
89
proud.
points this week. Atta boy. Very
Yeah,
well done.
I'll take that.
I think you're third on the leaderboard now. That's
Definitely
pretty
third
good.
in the
Podium.
top 3. He's on the podium.
That's the
He's
podium.
podium. Sheesh.
Love it.
All right, let's wrap it up with another segment we've been trying to implement here that we're going to do highlight rate of the week. Adam, how about you start for us, man? Most memorable raid of the week. Anything that stands out for you?
It was the one that happened today when we helped the guys kill a leaper, and then I got backstabbed by some other raiders. We did some nice, and then we just got hurt.
Now wait,
So
wait.
the highlight rate of the week was both positive and negative.
Can I
Sounds like
Arc Raiders.
there is a little
It was
bit
a
to that
roller
story
coaster.
though. That Adam, we did help the Raiders kill the Leaper, and we extracted with them. It was the following one where you got shot in the back. So that did happen back to back. But we did make it out with those guys. Remember, we healed them as we were leaving, so even
It's
more
true.
nice was done.
Well, so I like that one.
You like that one?
was my
Okay,
highlight.
I'll take it. I just wanted
That's
some
a beautiful
clarification because
moment.
I really enjoyed that one too.
I thought they were together. I just got confused.
Well, it was like one big raid.
It was.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, DJ Oros, how about you, my baby?
All right, so
Favorite?
and I think
Most
this was
memorable.
with you, I believe. We were in an undisclosed buried city location that had a bombardier there, so no clues or anything like that. But there was a
This is
team
you,
that
me,
was
and Tapir.
shooting at the bombardier, and they were throwing wolf packs and crushing it, and the bombardier was like shooting rockets at it, and like one of them went down, and then I think another went down, and then like our friend Torpedo threw like one grenade into it, and I shot it once in the leg because I got the damage to arc, and then it died. And then Toop and I ran up. We grabbed some bombardier cores and we got right the hell out of there. It was excellent. I felt bad for taking their loot, but you know what? Sometimes you know, a looter's got to loot. So how about you, Coda? How about you, Coda? What's yours?
Mine was on Bluegate this week. I've been making it a conscious effort to play more Bluegate because I love that map. I just don't go to it that much. So
I love that map too.
Dude, beautiful map.
Beautiful.
Really fun gameplay. Anyway, we went on like a medium light kit. So I was on Anvil 2, Il Toro 2, 3 trigger nades because you have to right now because they're still broken. Please fix those soon, Embark. I know you posted saying that you would, but please, sooner than later. Anyway, we killed a surveyor first and foremost, and I got 4 surveyor vaults out of it. So I was already through the roof because I've been looking for surveyor vaults for like the last week. So I was stoked. I was like, all right, this is already a win. Threw those in the save pocket. And then we rolled up. We were going down to PvP. We just saw 3 flares go from the south, so we were rolling down there. And then to our right, somebody started in a very similar fashion wolf packing Rocketeer. So we were like, all right, this is our opportunity. I saw the rockets like land on the one kid and injure him, so we pushed immediately there. I 1v3'd the team, which like just felt super good. Like I was hitting my anvil shots, and then I like hit a really nice like sliding Toro shot on the last kid. And it just turned out that they were like gooped out of their mind. So I walked out of there with Renegade 4, Venator 4, Toro 4, and then like a Stitcher 4 or whatever. But it was like my first like 110K plus haul of the season. So that was my one of the week.
Do you get an achievement for having a big haul amount?
I don't know if you do. I mean, I'm sure the first time you hit 100K or something, maybe it gives you something, but not every time. Certainly not every time.
I do want to make it known that anybody who listens and there finally we got the cats.
She said
anybody who when he talks about it and I talk about it, I promise you, Coda has shots. And he hits his shots like crazy. It is fun to watch him play PvP. Please, you know, comment at all of our friends, whoever is watching, if we get this out somewhere, be like, hey, Coda, please stream the game more because it is. I
was just going to say, we keep talking about it. I think I need to stream and actually prove myself.
You were excellent to watch play the game, and it's fun to play with you as well. So if we get people that need, you know, want some PvP play or anything like that, like I just think it's you have a good platform for that. If you need the friendly, come to me and we'll get some stuff done. But watching Coda play is incredible, and he needs to stream his shots a little bit more here. So
thank you for that shout out, man. I really do, though. We talk about it a lot. I think I got to prove myself. What'd you say, brother? My bad.
Isn't the joke we're not playing the same game as you?
Yeah,
none of us
almost
play
every
the same
podcast.
Game. None of us play the same game.
And
then I have real quick. I know we're hitting time here, but I do want to go with my workbench real fast because I do have one. It came up again today. So this is like an armchair developer where I know nothing about the game. But one of my biggest complaints, and this is I guess it doesn't happen all the time because usually I'm the host because you guys just like join my party for whatever reason. But when I am not the host and I can't look at the map, it drives me absolutely insane. I would at least like to know what's going on with you know, which is Cold Snap, which is the night raid. Not that I would go into the night raid, but I would like to at least know where it's at. You know, I just hate that I can't see what's going on in what place, and it's like strictly the party leader. You don't have to be able to click on anything; just let me see it. So
yeah,
that's my workbench for the week.
I totally agree. I have a similar one. I wish, dude. It's really weird that if your teammate pings, like say you need to go to container storage on Spaceport, if you ping on top of your teammate's ping that's already there, it clears both of your pings.
Yeah,
we need to not be doing that. We just need 2 different colored pings on the same spot.
Very much agreed. Very much agreed.
I have one too. So whenever you do the benches, if you build them in the different order, they stay in that different order. Like,
yeah,
you build
true.
Like, because I kept going 2 in for the equipment one because that's what I had last expedition, but now it's like my 4th one.
That's a great know that. That is great information. Yeah. Thank you. Wow.
Like, can you like rearrange them somehow?
That's a simple fix if you just put a rearrange option in there.
Agreed.
All right. Well,
exactly.
hey, those are 3 really valid workbenches for the week. Get on it, Embark. Holy, my cat is on top of my computer. Give me 1 second. Y'all take him out. Y'all take him out. Hit him with the outro.
All right, guys. All right. We appreciate everybody being here today. Special Adam, thank you for being our guest. I'm sure you'll be back on. We'll do another friendly podcast with you. I believe next week we will be having Matthew Majot, St. Jimmy himself, coming in as our guest. It may be a slightly different time for the live viewing. We might have some stuff going on next Tuesday, but we will make sure that it is recorded and it'll be uploaded by Wednesday at the latest. Please follow us everywhere. We're on YouTube. We are at the Tick Pod, the @ and the Tick Pod, and then everywhere else we're the Tick Pod. So if you follow us on Twitch or Facebook or Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, Instagram, we're all everywhere else. We're the Tick Pod. And this will be the week where we post something. We will pull something from this video. We will get some clips of Coda actually shooting people. Maybe we'll just get a picture of him with a cat, and we'll post that on our socials. But please keep following us. Join our Discord. We want to get more attention there. We just had our friend Special Adam join it today, so we're gaining hundreds of people by the minute. So please jump in there. And then follow us individually if you can. I'm DJ Oros on Twitch, just like it's spelled out. And its Coda is the same, just like it is on his. Please give us a follow. We'll keep doing this. I have a blast doing it. It's something to look forward to every Tuesday for me. So thank you. And unless you got anything else, we're out of here.
Special shout out Alfred Cruz up there.
Alfred Cruz, baby.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun.
Coming on, baby.
All right, guys.
All right, as always, we love y'all.
Love y'all. Bye.